Hi everyone, Cindy Goeddel here, and today we're going to talk about packing for a 3-week-long Africa safari. So the first thing you want to do in planning is carefully read the luggage limitations. So basically for this 3-week trip, we are going to be in South Africa at Maun. We are going to be at Botswana at Mashatu camp, and we are also going to be in the Okavango Delta at the Shindu camp. So in between camps, we're on light aircraft that we have to fly between, and there are weight limits. Now, we have paid for 1.5 seats per person, so we have a little more luggage weight to deal with. So here's our totals. 75 pounds, including your carry-on, 2 carry-ons, and a duffel bag. So that's number 1 is 75 totals. Now, number 2. Your duffel bag cannot have wheels, cannot have hard sides, and cannot be bigger than 32 by 20 by 16. So for instance, if you tried to sneak on with one of these, we would have to leave you behind. Secondly, the carry-on gear, as long as it's carry-on size, it can be hard cased and can have wheels. So you might say, well, what the heck? Well, this goes in the belly of the small light planes. They need to be soft so they can mash them all in together and they fit well. These go into the cargo area of the plane behind the seats. So that's why you can have wheels and something hard sided. Okay? Now, another hint for packing is a lot of people have the same gear. A label maker comes in very handy. If you notice, I label everything. End caps, hoods, chargers, you name it, everything is a label. And that way when somebody accidentally picks up yours and thinks it's theirs, there's no argument. So get a label maker, go ahead and label everything. All right, so we figured out I have a duffel bag the right size, I have a carry-on size Pelican case, and for those of you that are interested in this, this is a new lightweight Pelican case. It's the number 1535, and this is a truck dividers which you get and cut to size, and my lovely husband John cut it for me because I'm not good at puzzles. And if you want to weigh what this is, empty, I could look on the box. But as you see, I have a scale here so we can check things as we go. 8 pounds. Not too bad. Okay. Now, there's one, well, I'll get to that at the end. So this is going to be a carry-on. And this is going to be my personal item, which is the Chobi Gura Gear bag that expands, holds cameras, laptops, everything else. And we'll see how that goes. So, when we go to a small light aircraft, this will go in the belly. This will go behind the seats. And this will go under my seat or with me. Now, the total of all 3 bags can't be more than 75 pounds. Okay, so keep that in mind. And there's one flight at the very end when we fly back from Botswana to Johannesburg. We're on a Airlink commercial airlines, and the carry-on can't be more than 17 pounds. Well, that's going to be a problem here. This is going to be more than 17 pounds loaded, but they will do a gate check. So when I do that last flight, this will get handed to the stewardess, and she will do a gate check for me. That's why I wanted to have something hard so it didn't get broken and was good. And this bag, I will just need to make sure I have under 17 pounds. So I hope that's clear on why the different luggage restrictions. So once you figured that out, and you did get an email, now you're going to go to your pack list and start figuring out what you're bringing. And I'm going to start with the photo gear. And I'm gonna start with what goes in this case that's gonna be wheeled and put in the overhead bin. So, I am bringing a 600 millimeter, and you don't need to have this in Africa. A lot of the mammals are very close to us, but as you all know, I'm a birder. I love my birds. This is my bird lens, it's coming. So, this hood does not fit in here, but watch this, everything else does. Just like that. Now, this is the lens we will use most often, or one in this range for wildlife. This is the Canon New RF 100 to 500. It's absolutely brilliant for mammals. We will be in private game reserves where we can drive off-road right to the animals, so 100 to 400 or 100 to 500 works great. This fits right in here. This is the new RF 70 to 200. I'm pretty happy with this. That pops in here. This is a Canon R5. I do have a universal plate on the bottom. Usually this one that has a battery grip I use with just lenses that have a tripod foot, so I don't really need a bottom. But in case I do need this, I have that on there. It doesn't fit in here, so all I do is take it off. Pack this, and the fat end goes there. I want to make sure I have my tools in this with it. This is going to tuck right in here. So what I have in here now is 3 lenses, 1 body. I have my digital wallet, and remember, we have a system. When a card comes out of a camera, it goes in this way. And when you need to add a card to a camera, you know it's already formatted and ready to go. Make sure you have a system for your memory cards, because this is our weakest link in digital. That's going to pop right in here. I have a nice peak design strap. This is my favorite strap there is. I'm going to tuck it in here for a little padding. Lithium batteries. You can't check them in the hole. You've got to carry them on, so they're going to tuck right in here. And chamois, very useful in the field for all sorts of things. I'll put those in here. I don't have this down all the way. Hold on. There it is. And here is the majority of my gear ready to go. Okay, so next, my carry-on gear. We have a laptop. That tucks right in there. Here is the camera, my backup body, and my 24 to 105 that does not fit in here, no problem. I'm going to tuck right in here so it stays with me. And what else is going in here will be my little carry-on bag, hand wipes, emergency powder, Advil, eye drops, eyeglass cleaners, all the kind of stuff you might need when you're on the airplane, masks. That's going to tuck in here. Here is my charger for my laptop and chargers for my phone and watch. That goes in here. Noise canceling headphones. Clip on a water bottle that you can fill up in the airport. Now, the other thing we like to carry on is, of course, our meds. So if they get lost, you don't have high blood pressure. So my meds are going to tuck in here. Some extra masks. And more wipes to wipe down those airplane trays that I don't like very much. And coming with me in carry-on is my new 8 terabyte solid state drive. Is that sweet? Look how light that is, saving a lot of weight there. Tuck in here. And now, there's how I will get on the plane. There's all my carry-on ready to go. Okay, we'll wait in a second. Let's carry on. Oh, my little remote control can tuck in here. And of course, I still have some room for a book if I want, or some snacks in here. This is plenty of room. This is a really nicely designed bag. Okay, so the duffel bag. Let's start with the tripod. Put that in the bottom. Make sure you have a rain cover for all your lenses, and I've labeled mine different sizes. I kind of like these storm jackets. My toiletries. I am bringing 2 ball heads, or 2 tripod heads to Africa. This is for my 600 for birds. This is for everything else. If weight becomes an issue, I could lose this because I can handhold the 1 to 500 and you can handle the 1 to 4, and that would mean I would probably just bring this one. But we'll wait and see what I come out with weight. As you know, I love bird books. This is pretty heavy. I have a great bird app on my phone. It's Sassel's Birds of Southern Africa. It actually has a checklist of every day as you're gone, so I would get that one and leave this one at home for when you're keywording and doing some more study. So I think this is going to have to get left behind. Everybody needs a tilly hat. That's what they wear in Africa. All right, so let's go with the rest of this. Well, binoculars. I'm going to go ahead and pack these. I have insurance on them. They're going to go in the cargo hold. This hood's going to get packed. I'm going to cushion it with stuff. This is a kind of like my carry-on case, but this is my camera bag that has hand wipes. It has tools. It has Advil. It has sunscreen. It has lens cleaner. It has a little mini towel. So that can get packed. Don't forget to bring your temporary hard drives for your temp files. And card readers. I always bring 2 card readers in case one malfunctions. It's always handy to bring a few different size Ziploc bags. You never know what you need them for. Now, on the safari vehicles, we have private vehicles, 4 per vehicle, so our group will take out 2. Some of the arms, this works really good, and it's light. I have this filled with buckwheat. I'm also bringing this that hooks underneath. I can put a clamp on, and I can hook this on, and I can shoot right from a seat or right from an arm. Works really good. So I am bringing this. This all fits in here. And this is a few things that didn't quite fit in my carry-on or in my roller bag, so I'm just going to pop these in here. It's teleconverters, an adapter, a blower. Neutral density filters. This might fit. So I'm bringing a bungee cord and a locking carabiner because some of the vehicles you can actually strap this to the floor, and I use a carabiner. hook that there, you put this through, and the floor of the Land Cruisers are like webbed. And you can do this, and you can actually, from some of the seats, sit like this as a gunner with your Wimberley, if you're bringing a Wimberley. So I'm going to put this in here, a few odds and ends just to keep organized. A flashlight or a headlamp is really important. It gets dark, and when you're going from your huts to meet for the early morning drives, you either want a headlamp or a flashlight because you don't want to walk upon an elephant or another animal. I tend to like a flashlight because I'm looking for birds too, and this is a brighter one. The other thing is I am going to pack a Leatherman because when I gate check this, I'm going to put some zip ties on it so no one can open it up, and I will probably need this to undo it. Okay, so, and this is also on your packing list. If you bring one of these with, I forgot to get the connector up, with a connector for the country we're in, you only need one connector, and now you can transfer to all of this, okay? All right. I'm going to cushion this with this. There we go. And what I'm going to do is put everything in I think I want to bring, and then decide if I need to lose some weight. And this will let me know how much clothes I need, or how much clothes I can bring. So, I'm going to pop all this in right now. I'm not going to pack it like I'm really going. I'm just getting it in here. And let's see what I weigh. £34. Now mind you, I don't have clothes in here yet, but I have everything else. 12 pounds. That makes 46. 46 and 24 make 70 pounds. That means I can have 5 pounds of clothes, which the camps do have laundry service, but my clothes are probably going to weigh more than 5 pounds. So, what I do, there's a few things I can lose. I ain't going to lose this. This is probably 4 pounds. Because like I said, I can handhold or I can use this. Okay, now. Hold on a sec. Although I love my Really Right Stuff one, this one probably saves a pound, maybe 2. So I might think about swapping this out. Let's see, what else? Okay, here's a good one. This is a metal heavy-duty double charger for batteries, but I don't really have to have that. That's going to save me a pound. And what I'll do is I'll just bring one of these, and if you know a pro hack, the Canon R5 came with this cord. You can plug it directly into the camera, and then you have to plug it into a brick, but you can use your laptop brick. You don't have to buy the Canon one, that's about $150. So, this will plug in the camera and charge 2 batteries at once in the battery grip, or one at a time in the other. Plus I'm bringing that other one. So that's a good way to save a little bit of weight. So now I'm probably up to where I can have 10 pounds of clothes, which I don't know if that's doable or not, but here's your final pro hack. Wear a vest. This is a Scott vest. And what I can do here is offload some stuff into here because they don't weigh you. So, if I wanted to, I could put some of this in here. I could put my binoculars in here. I could put hard drives in here, whatever you want. You can offload stuff into your vest. And then once you get on the plane, you can put it back into here. Or you can even do the camera. So, and these are pretty nice too for keeping your passport because it's protected. Business cards. I think my laptop will even fit in the back. So that's the final thing. And just keep it under 75 pounds. And you'll be fine. Any questions? Thank you very much. One other thing, the safari camps all have lotion, shampoo, and conditioner, so you don't need to bring those. If I'm looking to drop some more weight, I might get rid of my facial towelettes. And the other thing, this is what I'm going to use to go back and forth from the safari vehicle to my beautiful accommodation on safari. And so this weighs about 4 pounds. This is going to be packed into here, and of course I can fill it up with all sorts of stuff. And when I get there I do that, and my Pelican case will just stay in the lodge. So that's it. Happy packing.